Alright, so in our last lesson we talked about quadratic regression. Today we're going to talk about solving quadratic equations by graphing. So you're going to solve quadratic equations using a table or graph. I'll show you both the table and the graph. I think the graph's easier. What are the other names for the solution of quadratic equations when it is equal to 0? So we talk about quadratic equations as a quadratic function set equal to a number. If that quadratic equation is in standard form, however, then it's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So if it's in standard form, it's equal to 0. That would be the number it's set equal to. And if it's in standard form, then solutions are also roots, zeros, and x-intercepts. Okay? So we're looking at where it crosses the x-axis. So we want to solve each of these by graphing. So ax squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. So this is in standard form, so we can graph it and get the solution. We go back to here, to our graph, clear what we have in there. Alright, so now that we got everything cleared, we're going to start entering. So our first one was x squared minus x minus 6. Alright, so this is the graph we get. So one solution is here at -2, the other one is at 3. Simple as that. So the solutions to this are x equals -2 and 3. Alright? So sometimes it's not equal to 0 like this. So what we have to do is we have to subtract the 4 from both sides since it was positive, right? 4 minus 4 is 0. So that gives me x squared minus 3x minus 4. So now this is what we're going to put into the calculator. So delete. So x squared minus 3x minus 4. And so we have a solution here at -1 and another one here at +4. So in this case, x is equal to -1. Alright, so we got the -1 and 4. So now we're going to come over here to this one. So we have a -6, so we need to add 6 to both sides. It's going to give us x squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0. So delete what we have. Alright, so menu, or not menu, what am I doing? Tab. So x So x squared minus 8x plus 12 gives me this. So I got a solution at 2, and then 3, 4, 5, another one at 6. So x is equal to 2 and also equal to 6. Alright, sometimes we have an x and a constant term, and that's fine. We're still going to do the same thing we did over here. So that's positive, so minus 6x. So that's x squared minus 6x. I'll put it in between, plus 23 equals 14. Then we're going to subtract the 14. And we end up getting x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. So now we can put that in. So clear, tab, x squared minus 6x plus 9. Now this time you see that it only hits one time right here. So in this case there's only one answer to that problem. So this one is x equals all by itself as 3. Alright, so again here add 8x. So x squared plus 8x plus 5 equals 11, or equals -11. Now we're going to add 11 to both sides. We do that, we get x squared plus 8x plus 16. So x squared plus 8x plus 16 gives me one solution over here at -4. So this one, x equals -4. Alright, so over here, same basic concept again. So we have x squared plus 2x plus 5. Now this time you see it doesn't hit the x-axis, so that means this is no solution. So you can have two solutions if it hits twice, one solution if it hits once, and no solution if it doesn't hit at all. Alright, and then sometimes you have moments where we have to estimate them. It may not hit an exact number. Okay, so we're going to solve these two by graphing and estimate them by stating which consecutive integers they fall between. Alright, so we're going to clear. So tab x squared minus 6x plus 4. Alright, so as you can see, this is almost 1 but not quite, and that is almost, what, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 but not quite. Oh, Lord. Okay, so since it's almost 1 but it's to the left of 1, it is between 0 and 1. So here we're between between 0 and 1, and also we are between 5 and 6. So between 0 and 1 and 5 and 6. Same thing goes here. So come back here, clear it. So x squared minus x minus 10. So here, so that's -1, -2, so we're between -2 and -3. And on this side, we're between 1, 2, 3, so 3 and 4. Alright, so we're between -2 and -3, and we are also between, what's that, 3 and 4. Alright, so that's what you would do on here. So watch this, do the assignment. If you have questions, email me or contact me through Google Classroom.